guys, welcome back for yet another video. This is now the third one in a row I filmed, and this is part 2 of my you want to start a bookish social media, here's some tips to help you. This is bookstagram, and it's tips for starting bookstagram, and just bookstagram's definitely the easiest one out of the three. It's so simple, so straightforward. As long as you know how to work Instagram, you've got it. My light's turned around again, hang on a second. If you've watched my other 2 videos before this, you'll know I've been having problems with this light. There we go. Okay, so the first one. So this video, I've got some help from some of my bookstagram friends, Alicia, Lottie and Annie, and they've helped with this. So there's some tips from them as well as ones I've got myself, and I think you should take into consideration. So the first one is interact with as many people as possible just by sharing, commenting, anything like that on their posts, on their reels, and just trying to get yourself out there, because you never know who's going to click onto your account and think, oh, I don't follow them, their stuff's really cool, I want to follow them. You never know who's going to do that. So just by putting yourself out there, you never know. Next one is when you do your posts, try and find a song that matches the vibe of the book you're posting. So say I post something about a novel love story, because it's the first book I grabbed because it's behind me, which I'm going to do once I finish this video. I'm going to stop filming because my voice is starting to hurt now. But say I post something about this, I'm going to choose probably a Taylor Swift song because that fits the vibe of this book. But say I was to choose, I don't know, a dark romance and post a dark romance, I'd choose a song that has a bit more of a darker approach to it. So, I don't know, say I was to post Corrupt, I would use Dirty Diana by Shaman's Harvest, only because that is a significant song from the book and it has some significance to the book and relates to it. If the book has a playlist in it, even better, because you can just select a song from there and just use that. Number 3 is tag the authors in your post. You never know if they're going to see it. I do that an awful lot. I tag authors every time. If I can find them, if I can tag them, I will tag them. If I can't, I just hope by pot luck they'll see it. But I've had authors like B.K. Borison, Anna Huang, Lauren Asher, authors like that have actually interacted with my posts that have their books on them, and every time I'm like LJ Shen, she's good for commenting on your stuff, and it's really, really good for doing that. Interact with your followers in every way possible on your story. So whether you do polls, whether you do questions, I don't know, links, just any little way you can interact with your followers is good, and just gets them involved. So what I'm thinking of doing for one of my videos is my Instagram followers choose my January TBR, and I'll say, I don't know, I'll put 2 books down. I don't know, The Fiancé Dilemma and When in Rome. I'll colour them in and I'll put an emoji that relates to each and let them select. So I've seen a lot of people do that, and I really like that idea, so I think I am going to do it and just see how that goes. Number 5 is do a meet the bookstagram post and just help your followers get to know you. That should probably be one of the first posts you do. It just helps people get to know you. It makes a connection, if that makes sense, between you and your followers, because they feel like they know you, and it's just a nice little thing to do. You don't have to go into like deep details and you're like, oh yeah, I'm born here, blah blah blah. No, you can literally just do what books you like, just things in general you like. Number 6 is similar across all social platforms, is try and post consistently. Because if you're not going to post consistently, nicely, it's a bit of a waste of time, because people aren't going to see your stuff as much as they are likely to with consistent post. Even if you just, so for Instagram it's quite good because you can schedule posts. Even if you just schedule a post to go out, you don't have to worry about going in and quickly doing it all and forgetting about it. Say you're busy for a week, you're on holiday, you could schedule a week's worth of posts, and you don't have to stress about it not going out. There's always a way around it about not being consistent. I know myself, I haven't been consistent recently and I've lost 30 odd followers. I was at 3.8 something K and now I'm at 3.7 something K. And I know myself it's because I haven't been posting consistently. And that really shows how consistency helps. Next one is shareable posts. So using like Canva or something, you can make posts about book recommendations, tips for readers, just relatable things. So like, I know a lot of people do, this girl likes to read Lauren Asher, this girl likes to read Anna Huang. You can post things like that, and it is all about just being consistent. Why the hell am I going on about consistency? It's just all about finding things where you can interact with people and that you think can reach a larger audience, and people can share them on their stories. So I know in the past I've shared them, and it was one like, this girl likes to read this person, and I reshared it because I was like, I do like to read this person and I want people to know I like this person. Share. And number 8 is try and engage before and after posting on Instagram. So say like 15 minutes before you post, just try and engage with people, maybe respond to comments, share some posts on your stories, etc. And then afterwards, say people comment on your stuff, you can just respond to those comments. Just try and engage with people and be, you know. And if you're running out of content ideas, try and just do a bit about your current reads, reviews on books, things like that. So I know last night at 10 o'clock, before I started a novel love story, I posted my review for Hexed. Because I had no content. I hadn't posted, what was yesterday, 26th? I hadn't posted in 3 days. And I was a bit like, I need to come back. So try and just do anything you could think of. Just try and do it in a way you can post it. Try and use between like 15 and 20 hashtags to try and reach an audience. Hashtags are really one of the key things you need to take into consideration with things, and they are one of the most useful things out. They will really come in handy. Add multiple photos to your posts so people can scroll through. So I know what I do is I'll do an image from a little bit further away, then I'll zoom in and do a bit of a closer up one of the book and maybe details of the book. And I don't know, I could do multiple books. Say I did like, oh, my thingy wrap up, I don't know, December wrap up. I have not a December wrap up because I read one book all month. But say you do that and you could do one book on each slide. You never know. It could be like a series or something. Ow, I just ripped my piercing. I've got a piercing there and I just ripped it with my nail. Question boxes are a good thing to use as well. Asking what content people want to see. So I put one on my story yesterday about what kind of YouTube videos they want to see. And I have a couple of suggestions and I'm going to use those suggestions. I've used one of them, which is the first one I filmed today. And I've got a couple more to do, which are going to take a little while longer to do. Daily updates on your stories. So maybe if you do like reading updates and like put your book and like how far you are with like on Goodreads, you know, like how you had the little progress thing. Even if you do that and take a screenshot of that and put it on there. Just little things like that to stay interacting and just let people know how you're getting on with your reading. Using templates is also another good thing. So I know like on stories, people do this thing where you like post your current read and stuff on your story, which I really do like doing them. They are really cool. And just cool little templates like that. A link tree is also really, really helpful. To have all your links to all your socials in one place. So I have one. I have one actually on here as well. If you go into my thing, into my like about section, I have my link tree on there, and I have my Instagram, my TikTok, my YouTube, my Pinterest, my Spotify, and I also have my email on there. And I also have, I'm a brand ambassador for Umberto Gianni, this hair brand. And I have my link to them in there with a 20% off code. And you can tell I really love them. My whole hair routine is their products. But yeah, that is really good for having that and things like that. Just so everything's in one place and people can just click it and then they can click off it to whatever. Oh, my Amazon list, that's another thing that's on there. Reels are also really, really good for bringing the most traffic into your account. So definitely try them. If you do TikTok as well, which is what I do both. I will just save my TikToks to my camera roll and then I'll just upload them to Reels, because they could reach a wider audience on Reels than they did TikTok. You never know, especially with the whole TikTok fiasco that's going on in America right now, and how that might be getting banned. So a lot of people start probably switching to Reels. So you're more likely to reach a wider audience on Reels than you are on TikTok. And you can also reach different countries that don't have TikTok as well, which I think is quite good. And the last one of tips from me is use Pinterest to try and get some inspiration for your content. So whether you just go on Pinterest and just see some cute little content pictures you like, and just maybe just save them to a board, and then think, I'm going to use that at some point. Sorry, don't mind the dog, she's scratching. Are you done? No, clearly not. And just use Pinterest to your advantage and help you with stuff. Stop sneezing! Ah, sorry. Right, and then the next thing I'm going to talk about is just tips from some of my bookstagram friends. And so the first tips are from Alicia. I'll put her account here. Alicia is probably my closest bookstagram friend. Her and Lamaya, they are my two closest friends on bookstagram. And so I got Alicia to help me with this one. Lamaya's helping me with the booktube one. But Alicia gave me just a couple of little tips to help out, and she was also one of the people that gave me the final push to start my account. And so I'm forever thankful for her for doing that for me. So the first thing she said, again, is similar to what I said, is a meet the bookstagrammer post, because it just helps you talk a bit about yourself and what you like, and just helps people get to know you a bit more. The second thing she said was just be yourself. Similar to what I said if you watch my book talk one, similar to what I said in that, it's just be yourself, and people will love you for who you are, and once they actually kind of think, oh yeah, their stuff's really good, I like how they are about it and stuff, if that makes sense, and I like their personality, I'm going to start engaging with them a lot more and things like that, which I really, really like. And I just like when creators are themselves and not trying to fit into the stereotype, if that makes sense. The next thing I'd say is post about your current Alicia said, is post about your current reads, past reads, and just books you love. And again, similar to some of the stuff I did say actually, but she always posts some of the prettiest posts. She posts about her jelly cats, she posts about all her books. I really love that. She even posts some really cute tops she has some really cute clothes. But I will put her account on here so you can go check her out yourself. And the last thing she said is ask for recommendations, as it helps to keep your audience engaged with your content, and which is a very good thing. I think I'm gonna have to do that before long, because I've got some money and I need to spend said money. Like I need to get a couple of books. So I got book number 4 from the If Love, and I also got book number 2 from the Ballad Never After, Once Upon a Broken Heart series. So I need to get Once Upon a Broken Heart, A Curse for True Love, and the other 3 If Love books. So ask for recommendations and just get your audience to keep with the engagement. And then the next person I asked for some tips from is Annie. I'll put her up here. And she just gave me 2 tips, and she was like, follow people who do similar content and engage with their posts, which is quite key, because then you can all become friends, which is how we all met each other actually. You kind of engage with each other, kind of become friends. They maybe add you to their tag list, things like that, and just help build this bond and just build a really nice community to be in. And she also said reels are good for growth, and using a mix of trending and your own audios are really, really good in trying to reach people and just putting content out there. She does a lot of edits. Her edits are so good. Oh my god. I honestly, her and Maya and Lottie, I think Lottie does edits. Yeah, Lottie as well. Those three are my editing favourites. They are, oh my god, they have some talent. Oh my god. Honestly, you should definitely check her out. And the other two. Lemaya, I'll tag her in the next video. She also does YouTube, so check her out. And then leading on from Annie is Lottie. I'll put her account here. And she gave me 3 tips. And her first one was consistency. We agree on that. And just being consistent. Her next one is find your personality and what suits you best. So whether you want to do edits, whether you want to do, what was it she said? Wrap-ups, things like that. Hang on, let me find it. Whether you want to do things like that, she gave me a whole thing. Where did she put it? Where did I put it? Sorry, not she. I put it on myself. No, not there. Maybe I didn't save it to my notes. No, I didn't save it to my notes. Never mind. She did give me a whole list of things. And just whether you post edits, wrap-ups, just general pretty pictures, things like that, doesn't matter. Just as long as you're putting content out there, you can reach people and build a nice little community. And the third one is interact with people to the best of your ability. And we all interact with each other quite a lot, commenting on each other's stuff, things like that, and tagging each other. And that also gets accounts out there. Say like loads of people would see her video and I'm on her tag list and they would to look, oh, who's tagged? Click on it and see, I don't know, me, Alicia, Annie, all on her tag list. And people think, oh, I don't follow them, let's see what their account's like, and just clicks follow, sort of thing, if they really like your account. It's all about just getting yourself out there in every single way possible. And that is all of my tips for Bookstagram. I hope you enjoyed this video and I'm looking forward to seeing you in part 3 where I will do tips for starting BookTube. And I again have tried to get some of my friends to help me with this. I really hope you enjoyed this and make sure to like, subscribe. All my socials are down below and I will see you in the next video. Bye guys!